Hello there. And this is going to be kind of a different video that I had a recent idea for. Not going to be as common as other ones because, well, it would require me to be consistently purchasing a lot of different sets. What do I mean by that? Well, I recently just got a few, well, here, it's better if I show. I got a few Kobe block Lego sets. They're a different company, different brand, but they're still effectively Legos, right? I mean, they're interchangeable with Legos, so, you know, they fit and they work. Sometimes I'll mix the parts depending on what I'm trying to build. But I got a few of these here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these two together, because I did find that there are some historical records of the Flak88 being mounted on some of these half-tracks. So I thought, why not? I can build this and then try to sort of hybridize it with the Flak88. And let's see where that goes, basically. I might time-lapse the video sort of thing and make some changes in what little editing that I know to do. But yeah, for the most part, we're just going to be diving right in and building this real quick. Some future ones, I got an Abrams and a, what's that, an F-18, so yeah, it's a fighter jet. Do those in the future. And yeah. Now, I'm not going to combine these, I'm going to probably make these into separate little videos here. Let me see. We're going to start just with this small one, because it's very late. I don't exactly have time to do a real big one. So, we're going to set that aside for a future one. And we're going to dive into this one. Okay. I can open the box first. Okay. Barbed wire. So separate little parts that don't particularly have studs that would go down anywhere. These are just little prop pieces. They actually make very interesting. But yeah, barbed wire props. Alright, let's see. There's a few other things that they'll show off and advertise. Churchills, Panzer IVs, and the like. For anyone interested. This company, based out of Poland, does a lot of military-themed stuff. You know, Lego kind of has a bit of everything. They're very broad, also very franchise-oriented. You know, they have a lot of shows and movies. But Kobe Bricks has a lot of historical military vehicles, planes, ships, tanks, trucks, all sorts of stuff. So, if you're more into that, they are a very good company for that, whereas oftentimes Lego themselves, as a company, don't really have that. You have to really do custom build stuff, you know, from scratch. Anyway, let's see. Not that big of a kit, which is good. Not a lot of time here. Okay. So we're just going to open up a few parts. Get them set out. And really go to work here. I'm going to kind of set this off the camera, that way I have a bit more space. And it's also nice to work on these after a long day at work and a long day of doing, you know, homework as well. So there's something just oddly therapeutic almost about working with Lego and Lego related things. It is very nice to do and have a little hands-on project. Okay. Not going to take out too many more. Set those there. And set out these larger bricks. There. Okay. Okay, there we go. So we'll start with a 2x4 here. Then we need these. Okay. I'm already doing it wrong. Very good, very good. Okay, so there's those. Then two. Where are you? Okay, there we go. Then one, two. Okay. Then another. Another one goes there. These pivot pieces go here. Okay, now I'm gonna need these little axle pieces. Not in that. Wait, yeah. They are in here. Okay. Very good. These little, they go on the side. Now there's going to be some small wheel pieces. Let's see. No, that's not it. Alright, I think I see them. Yeah, those look like they're it. Okay. Come on. Okay. Okay, so then we take those and put them on those little axles on the outside. Okay. And then step 4. So now we're, okay, still have that. Pivot. And this square block. Okay, a through block there. Then we flip 2 of the 1x2s. I imagine this is going to just mirror the other side, which it looks like it's shaping up. Okay, that's exactly what it is. Okay, so then we're going to put similar pieces, not exactly, but functionally they will be similar, it appears. Like this. That way they'll still have some sort of stud access and axles here on either side. And then another 1x2 right here. And then pivot. Come on. No, I need a center one. Okay. And we'll go on either side. Right? Okay, then I did that one. Good. Now I just need another square block there. Now these 2 large angled pieces. Make sure I have the right ones. Because there will be different angled pieces like this. Little roof tiles. Miniature roof tiles. And if you aren't careful, I've had a few instances where I've gotten those mixed up. So it does look like it's these. It does look like... Then again, that doesn't look like the picture. Okay. It looks like it's going to be these slightly steeper ones in here. Because... And, let's see. And what I mean by that is that Lego has like these tiny little miniature roof pieces, which I love these, by the way. Kobe has these as well, right? But they'll be at different angles, so like you'll have them longer, steeper, shallower, all within the same size. And if you're not careful, they will look almost identical. And it's because of the different, you know, when making tanks particularly, everything has different armor angles, right? Or with ships, the different angles of the hull. that's primarily why these exist. That's the only sort of gripe that I might have about the company, or really the presentation, because like it'd be nice to have a sort of side view of those pieces, be able to directly one-to-one compare them, which Lego does have in some of their books with the rod lengths. Those don't particularly exist here, not too often, in my experience. So it takes a little more attention to detail. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely it, because the coloration matches as well as the length. So it's a little trickier, but not too bad. Okay, so now we need some of these, right? Yes. No? Yes. Okay. Okay, so one of those, two of the tiles that hang over, 2, 1, and 2. Okay. And then there's a different one. Come on now. There it is. See? Slightly different parts, but then you look at them, the angles are just a little off. Okay, then we need, what else? A regular 2x2 and a sort of inverted 2x2 with the flat bottom. Okay, so now that I got that all squared away, painfully so, I need to hold like this. The 2x2 and then the flat 2x2. So that goes into there, like so. That goes on top. And then this inserts into the base. Gives it a bit of a spin. And then slap that right on there. So now we have rotation. Good. I'm going to set that aside. 1x3, sorry. 1x3. Okay. With a... let's see. One with a hook and one with a through loop. Okay. No, that one's the wrong one. Those are not it. Okay, so we have that one. There's that one. And a single square one stud. Of course, we have to open yet another bag. And that's another slight issue, is that the bags, the parts are like dispersed over all the bags. Especially on the bigger builds, Lego will have a bit more organization. So it's going to be a lot, easier. It's going to be a lot more streamlined when working with Lego. Because they'll have like, hey, bag 1, then you move on to bag 2, then you move on to bag 3. Here, it's kind of like, open everything, find the parts. What I'm kind of getting at here is, there is kind of a skill level. I don't want to sound like some sort of posh, like, oh, it takes more skill and more refinement. Yes, but no. It just takes a bit more to work with these, because the parts a lot of the times look so similar. At least for me, I kind of start to go cross-eyed. This goes in the center. This goes here. And then this goes on the side. Good. Done. Then I need one of those angled plates that has the studs on top. Okay, those are smooth. Okay. Studs top, but shaped this way. Good. And then that way it goes here, attaches like that, and then a right angle plate that goes around there, another 1x3 that goes there, a small little circle, that quarter circle curve. That's a flat plate. Lots of tiny parts, which I do like. You know, a lot of the detail is really there. Okay. Then we got one of those. And then another 2x2. So we go here. And then this goes in there like that. Oh. Preferably without breaking it. There we go. Good. And then we have the 1x2 hook that goes here. A 1x2 one stud roof tile. Right? Smooth roof, yes? Good. So that goes onto here. Like so. So there's a bit of overhang. And then there's this one. Good. And then a 1x1. So one stud, then one with an axle. Apologies for thinking aloud so much. It's the only way I keep myself sane sometimes. Okay, so the one with the axle. But, well, where'd I go? One smooth, one with stud. Okay, good, good, good. So I had smooth, one with stud on top. Lost track of it. Awesome. Very cool. Smooth, smooth. That is a cylinder with this. That's another thing. Always check the bags, because even after you've dumped parts out, you might still find a random piece loitering around in the bag. And there it is, right there. I looked right at it. Okay. Just shows that the glasses don't seem to be doing their job. Okay. Put that there. Put the one stud there. Then we can put the two axles on top. There we go. Then, with that, okay. No, that's not it. This one. This one. Now the shallower angled piece that I was talking about earlier. There we go. There's a shallower one. Then a shallower, then the same size, but there's a decal on it. There's like a little eye shape on there. These little decorative ones. Okay. There we go. There we go. And finally this one stands out pretty well. Sort of a brown cap piece. Then we take all these and just push them together. So we have that. Goes here. Yes, I hear the cars outside. Thank you very much. Okay. There. Now, with that... Oh, I put those backwards. Give me one. No, that's right. That's right. I'm just being dumb. If I reverse this... What in the... Okay, so, upside down. looking at that. Okay, good, good. Okay, that's all you needed to tell me. I don't know why that angle there has me flipping the whole unit upside down to tell me that, hey, it just goes here. A little overcomplicated. Alright, so now we need one of the ring pieces, these little ring pieces, and insert for one of these. Okay. It looks like we're building part of the gun's, perhaps the recoil system. Then there should be a small cap piece that we can put inside of here as well. Okay, so I'm going to start with the actual base. So we have this. Then we're going to attach that small ring piece, this barrel-looking piece. So that's another thing. They are all very snugly fitting. They take a little bit of extra pressure to put in. And then we go here. These tiny little cap pieces. There they go. You can kind of see it coming together. Now we take our sub-assembly from before, turn it that way so I'm looking at this properly. We take that and slap that onto here. And it looks like this. Alright. That's already starting to take shape. Very nice. And set it back aside. A 1x3 and both of these next ones are smooth pieces. They are a 2x1 and just a straight on 1x1. However, it looks like it has a bit of a stud piece on both sides in that case, which means we are looking for not those, these things. So let me put that on first so I don't lose track of it. And I see the one piece already. Yes, I have found the one piece. Okay. All jokes aside, there we go. Okay, so we have... There's this one. And now we're going to start mirroring. Okay, good. So we're going to start mirroring the side we just built. So I have to make sure not to start assembling this backwards, because I made that mistake. I can't remember what build it was, but I made that mistake once. And it was not fun having to tear half of it apart to rebuild it. Okay. There we go. So we've put that together like so. We've got this, goes here. Another elbow, right angle piece. Good. Now we're getting to finally some round parts. I almost skipped that, like the idiot that I am. Okay. Add this, and then a 2x2. Add that there. Good. Now we're adding this onto here. That is a hook piece, yes? Flat one stud. Well, I know I'm gonna need, where did it, oh my gosh, where did it just go? This sort of piece here with one of the wheels. That is the wrong one. Okay, come on now. That's the only one, correct? That is indeed the only part of that kind. Okay. It's going to be a very snug fit on this one. There we go. And the hook, this little claw piece that I'm looking for. Annoying as it is very nice to kind of just skim through all of these. Let's see, which one for you, Mr. Potter? It's the similar nature, but it's only one stud length. Fascinating. and it's also vertical. These are all horizontal, which does not help me at all. Okay, what kind of joke is this? It's not funny. It's not a very funny joke where the piece is. I don't know what to say. I'm stupid is what I'm going to say, because I just realized it's right here. But back on this step, I put the wrong piece down. There. Alright, moving on. I swear. Okay. There. That's done. That was way too painful. Way too painful. Now you gotta kind of squeeze that down below that. A overhang piece of this type. This is what I mean by building it on the wrong side. I will literally start to see things backwards, and it is very annoying. Okay. Okay, we're fine. It's fine. I did not lose too much progress. We're back in business. I'm not going to break the space-time continuum over some basic Legos. It is fine. There. So, now, finally, moving forward. That's done, that's done, that's done, that's done. Okay, a simple rod piece. I cannot possibly lose track of that. Proceeds to lose track of it. Nah. Okay. No. Piece just tried to roll off on the floor. Okay, then two more axle pieces, both of which have the little dial decals on them. Another ring piece. At this point, we're going a little try-hard here. I'm not going to set stuff anymore. Okay, need another one of these. I need another end cap. No more messing around. Okay. Okay, there we go. Kind of tighten up the joints. They kind of move around a little bit. Okay, then we need the other wheel piece. Need this brown piece here. Like that. That goes on top. This goes here on the side. We go back to our sub-assembly, and we put him on there. And conveniently, if you see, those are going to connect here and here. So they're not only going to be connecting on the base, but actually with each other. A nice little addition there. Bit of extra structural reinforcement. And now we can see, yeah, that is a good cradle. Alright. These are both 1x4s. One smooth, one with studs. Overhang piece, overhang piece. One on top, two down the side. This one. Smooth 1x1. And a block that has a few different sides opened. Here we go. That goes into there. This goes on one side. On one side, I said. Thank you. Okay. Then the one with the studs on the axles on the sides like this. We can just set on there. We got a ring piece, a solid block, set there. This does look like we're starting to make the actual cannon, if I'm correct. We have oval pieces that are going to have two studs there, another ring piece. Okay, so we need an oval piece with those, a ring piece, small cap piece. Put these together, like so. Well, that's going to be fun, trying to fit this backwards. Kind of making an axle of, like a, almost like it could be part of a suspension. And then this goes where? Above, above. Okay. Another oval piece, a ring piece with a cylinder, a square, okay. Then, now we have some longer cylinders coming into play. Slightly different ring piece that has studs on both sides. So now we're kind of trying to equalize the length of each row. A 1x1. Very nice. So this oval piece goes there, goes there, another block, solid block, goes below. Like that. Then we need yet another oval piece, another ring piece, cylinder, and a cap. Alright, I am back, and I went to go get something to drink because it's getting pretty hot in here. Turn my fan on. I forgot to turn the camera back on for recording. Did not miss too much. We're still here with the sub-assembly and everything. Just putting the gun together, really. Only missed a few steps. Anyway, moving on swiftly, getting back to where we left off, more or less. Not too much was missed. Now that's interesting. It tells us to put that in there, but it kind of goes in pretty flush. Very interesting. At the same time, though, I don't think it's supposed to be. It's a bit of a predicament there. You're gonna have to be very gentle with that, because there is nothing there supporting that, technically speaking. Yet another one of these ovals. A ring piece, one of these shorter barrel pieces, and yet another cap. All on the underside. Okay. Then we have two of these sort of through cylinders with a pin piece in the middle. Okay. Some interesting things here. I'm looking at, we have these, right? They all go together. I just realized something. That's that. Yes, good. There's going to be some slight differences here. These look wider. I see. So this real short one went there. That's what we did. Okay, good. And see what I mean? They're so similar looking that if I go back here, that's exactly what I did wrong. What I need to do is I gotta go back to the sub-assembly here, right? Gotta replace this. I did think it looked a bit odd. You know? A little out of place, if you will. Okay. Again, no major loss. Thankfully, some of these are a bit easier to fix. But now we have the proper parts where we go here. We need a small round insert right here. This will go into that part of the barrel. First, let me attach it to this because it looks like it's going to be like that. Then we'll insert these smaller barrel pieces, and that gives it that nice smooth shape from the base to the where the muzzle brake, well, Flak88, these emplacement versions didn't have a muzzle brake, but where it would be, theoretically. Okay, then we have this that goes in the middle. Now that looks good. Looks very nice. Then we have this here, and then these little things go into those hooks up top. Alright. Nice. Haha. Very good. Fully rotating. Heck, I'm tempted to just leave it there. But we're not going to. We're not going to do that. We're going to now make the shield, it looks like, the gun shield. One of these. One of those, no, two of those. That is not right. Yes? Perhaps it actually is. It is very faint. The picture does not do it much justice. Let's just put it that way. That's exactly what it is. Okay. They have these little rivet, almost like braille on the surface to give it some texture. Okay, then we need the three And that's 6. Lay them in a certain orientation. Okay, get this. Those are some strange pieces I've not seen before. Very narrow. I'm going to be careful with these. Do not know how they're going to turn out. Okay. Okay. Then the last goes there. There we go. Yet again, we get more plate pieces. Now we have finally the smooth one, another smooth, another one of those. Right angle, okay. Right angle will go here with the 3-piece underneath it. Attached to that. The one underneath that. This goes here and here. Okay. 2x3. Another smooth. 2 more of those. One of those. Okay, good. Place these along the side. Okay, they're kind of hard to put on there because of how close they are to the edge of its parent brick there. That goes here. That goes there. Very good. We're getting into some final details here. These flat plates. So it goes here. Here. Another right angle piece. And another one of these 2-directional ones. That goes, oh gosh, here. This is a bit convoluted. Hold on. Come on. It was sliding on me. There we go. Now we have some pivot pieces. Some little pivot pieces that we're looking for. Okay. And then a flat 1x1. Let's see. Yes, right? Ah, it's over here. With all the very small pieces. Okay. Now we need the very obvious German plates here. With some other angled smooth plates. So holding it like this. That goes there. That goes there. Come on. Okay. And then that goes here. And that goes here. Very good. Now on the front we have one of these offsets. And then this, which makes sense. This looks like the vision port. And then, you know, if they have the vision port, they can kind of slide that over to protect them and open it up to visualize the target. Alright, and then to the greater subassembly here. These hooks. That should be there. here. I have them at the wrong place. So if I lower them by just a stud, they'll be in the right place. They line up now? Good. And everything should fit right in. Yeah, these little axles go into the hooks. These should fit into this sort of T shape. Like so. There we go. Now we have ourselves a better protected anti-aircraft unit. But now there's going to be a bit more. There's still more to it. These are going to be the legs. Okay. So we have these. Oh, there's two of them. Okay, so we'll do this twice. 2, 2, 2. And if I go here, that's the good thing. When it tells you you can blatantly do this twice, then hey, it makes building a little bit easier. Then we need 2 of these. Excuse me. Need 2 of the little cap pieces. 2 of the these little single studs. And then 2 of these ovals. Okay. So what we do is we take this stud, we put that up top. Put this stud here. Working with these single studs always are tricky. They are always very slippery. For me, anyway. Okay. Haha, very funny. Okay, come on, people. I literally had to go press it down on the table over there, because it just does not want to go in. There. Okay. There we go. Set those aside. Times 2 again. Get 1. Get 2. Get 2 of these. Okay. So now we go here. Get this. They kind of overhang like that, like a little plus symbol. And 2 of those, 2 of those. Okay. Almost kind of like a weird looking airplane. And finally, those to enter these little caps. Four of these hooks, because we're doing 2, 2. And then more ovals. Okay. Oh, this again. Oh, that one actually that actually went in a bit easier. Thankfully. Thank you. bottom again, back there, we go put these are kind of like the feet that plant into the ground. Okay. And again. Alright, so now we take our full assembly here again. Let's take a look. So it has it specifically oriented like that with the base. Now the slimmer feet go on those sides. Okay. Then these wider ones go on the front and back. Okay. Like so. And then, that is basically it for the gun itself. We're going to do these real quick. There's a lot of these sandbags that you can build. Right? So what's it got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the first row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? They don't stick together that well, it seems. These sandbag parts are very loose, I will say. This is a lot easier to handle once you have the third row installed. Very nice. Surprisingly stable, actually, once you get the third row in. Okay, I'm going to try to do that. Okay, little sandbag barricade, more or less. Set that aside. Now, we got some ammo crates. Pretty straightforward. You just slap the lid on. Sure. Right? There we go. Had it backwards. Okay. Go there. There you go. And that's basically it. From there, you can kind of finish a few parts out. Got a little G43. Let me get the actual soldier put together. There's some spares. There's like a miniature ammo box here. Where's his legs? His, my man has no legs, it looks like. Oh, you have to assemble his legs. Okay. That's a first. There's like his utility belt that you can put on there. Has some supplies. And so yeah, you actually have to put his legs together. That's interesting. Because see, these are his boots and everything. That's very strange, actually. Normally, you know, you'd expect the stuff to be sub-assembled, but I guess not. They got really detailed on that. There you go. Slap his helmet on. Your soldier is ready for battle. And, yeah, it really does come down to just decorating. You got a few tools, wrenches, pliers, crowbar, spare parts. Yeah, you can kind of take these tools and just kind of throw them into a box. Keep those handy. So let's kind of set up the scene. Right, he's kind of got some sandbags. I think I can curve these a little bit, yeah. So you can kind of curve these just, oh no, not too much. Not too much. Okay. Not really. Then you can kind of set them there. You know, you have maybe like an ammo container. You can put the shells in there. Extra ammo box maybe, and his tools. Have him with his rifle, his trusty rifle. Ooh, dropped him. But that's about it. As far as where to put him on here, there's not actually a place to really set him down, which I do find a bit strange. You'd probably want to like position him, but there's not actually a solid platform to stick him to. So we're gonna kind of just try to rest him against the thing, because that's where the viewport is. All right, and that's basically it. You know, he's ready to defend against Allied bombings, and maybe set up the barbed wire here as well. You know. So yeah, that's basically all. I'll throw this video together and probably tomorrow because it's very late. But thank you for joining me. For those that are still here, sticking around. I know Lego's not everybody's cup of tea, but look forward to, you know, some other builds, and like I said, I'll show later on, trying to put this onto the half track, and amongst other things. So I hope y'all have a good night, or morning, afternoon, whatever time it is. It is night for me myself, but and I hope to catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.